Jesus says, the sower and the reaper can rejoice together. So when I was in Watauga, there was a young man that grew up with me in the children's ministry. I was his children's pastor, and then I became the youth pastor, and so he was in the youth ministry with me. His name was Aaron, and so I knew, because he was in the children's ministry and then in the youth ministry with me, I knew that he had not yet given his life to Christ. And so one Wednesday night, I pulled him aside, and I just shared the gospel with him one more time. And I asked him, are you ready to give your life to the Lord? And he said, I believe what you're saying is true, but I'm not ready to give my life to the Lord yet. And I said, well, I'm going to keep praying for you that day will come. And so every Wednesday night he would show up to church, and I would say, is tonight the night? Is tonight the night that you're going to give your life to Christ? He'd show up on Sunday morning, is today the day? Are you going to give your life to Christ today? So as time would move on, ultimately, I got called to be the pastor here at this church, and I didn't get to see him come to Christ while I was there. But 2 or 3 weeks after being the pastor here, I got a phone call from the youth pastor that I had trained and that replaced me. And he said, I got to tell you something. We're at youth camp right now, and Aaron just prayed to receive Christ. And so on that phone that night, he and I, the youth pastor that was able to pray with him that night, the youth pastor and I, we were able to rejoice together. The sower and the reaper were able to rejoice together because there was a harvest to be harvested. Don't allow, when people don't respond, don't allow that to discourage you, to prevent you from sharing, because there is no harvest apart from the sower.